Hi everyone. So I had a couple people request a collection video. I only have 15 minutes to do this because that's how long my video can be on YouTube, so I'm just gonna delve right into it, and I'm really sorry if this video is super shaky. But I just want to start off with this little bookcase here. It's right outside my bathroom, and so this is where I keep all of my lipsticks and my lip glosses, and I've organized them in like little boxes. These I just like wrapped in like drawer liner paper. They're just little boxes I made out of cardboard. So I've got like my reds, my pinks. These are all my lip glosses here. This is like, you know, random stuff that I have to find a home for. These are my purple lipsticks, and these are my neutrals. I have a lot of neutrals. As you can tell, I also have like mostly MAC lipsticks, but I have others like NARS and stuff like that. These are my eyeshadow palettes. I like to buy e.l.f. Palettes and then fill them up with my little MAC eyeshadows, so they look like that, and then I label them all. So, you know, that one says like neutrals on it, and then if you keep looking back, they're all labeled, you know, like blues, purples. And then I also keep any MAC palettes that I get from like the collection, so that's like Call Me Bubbles. So those hang out there. Here I just have like a couple straggler things that I just need, that I've used and need to put back in their spot or something. On the second shelf, I have Miss Audrey Hepburn, who I love, and my little owl dude, because I love owls. And here I have these like clear plastic drawer things, and these I got at the Container Store. I've got my little brush set that I got recently at Sephora and talked about in a video. Here I keep like eyeshadows that I don't reach for all the time, and it's usually like these really, you know, big ones that I can't depot or don't want to depot. And so then here I've got like some limited edition stuff, for stuff that I sometimes reach for, but not all the time. So, you know, like I've got the Crew highlighter, I've got some FX powder down here, you know, some other more limited edition stuff, for stuff that I like used to use all the time and maybe don't anymore. So like medium plus, MSF, and then, you know, D-Slake used to be my everyday kind of stuff, and I moved on to something else. Here I just have like random blushes, so I've got some Smashbox stuff and some MAC stuff in here. In here I've got new eyeshadows, so like any of like those like duos are in here. I've got all my fluid lines in here as well. I've got a couple more fluid lines I need to add in there. And then I've got like the extra dimension eyeshadows in here. Those I don't really want to depot. I'm so afraid that they'll fall apart. And then up here I've just got like some extra stuff, so like here's like, you know, some NYX stuff, some Physicians Formula stuff, and then I've got like eyelashes that I need to find a home for. And then up here, I've got like my little samples. So I've got them separated into like eye stuff, face stuff, and then down here is like lip stuff, basically. And that just keeps everything organized. And then on this shelf here, I got a little Pikachu. I keep all my Urban Decay palettes. I like to keep them handy, otherwise I won't use them. And then I've also got this little container here where I've got some false eyelashes, and also a mascara and mascara wands that I use on other people if I ever do makeup on someone else. So that's that there. And right next to that I have this little drawer unit. On top of it I have all these little dividers that I got from the Container Store, and basically I just organize all of my palettes as best I can that way, just so that they're handy and I use them a lot. So up here, these are actually brush rolls that I got custom made on Etsy. And I will like wash all of my brushes and put them in there and pull them out as I need them. And then I've got, you know, like all of my palettes. I've got like Urban Decay palettes, Smashbox palettes. You know, these are my Kat Von D palettes here. You know, I've got like the Balm palettes as well. And, you know, my pride and joy is my Muppet palette. I managed to get it in time. And I've also got like these Another Soul palettes from Etsy. Another Soul is the seller that makes these, and basically I have a lot of like Inglot shadows. So then I put my Inglot shadows in there. I've also got one that's got like, I think NARS eyeshadows, or NARS blushes. Yeah, so this is it. And it just helps me keep everything organized. I've got like my MAC palettes as well. So like in here, like I've labeled them, like that says blush on it. So I've got like blushes in there. I've also got like a Too Faced palette over here, you know, like a Bobbi Brown face palette. This one actually has like, you know, lip and eye stuff in there. I've got like smaller Urban Decay palettes, so like Show Pony and like Roller Derby. You know, I've got a couple of like Inglot palettes that I like rotate the colors out for. So this was like my little spring palette. So I'd make like a spring eye look and then keep it by the bathroom's like sink so that I'd remember to use it. Oop, can't get it in there. There we go. And then underneath I've got drawers. So in these drawers, there's a method to the madness, but it's a little messy. So all of this stuff I got from the Container Store. So just that I could organize. So this is like all my pigments, you know, I've got like some Laura Geller stuff. So this is like, you know, I think this is like pink grapefruit or something. And I've got some Smashbox stuff right here. And then this is like MAC Christmas stuff and then other like MSFs that I don't usually use very often, but like having close by. So then here, these are like MAC palettes that have come out with certain collections. So they'll be like face palettes or eye palettes. In the second drawer, I've got like some random stragglers. So I've got like, you know, maybe like MAC powders that used to be my color and aren't anymore. I just kind of stashed them away so that they're not taking up space somewhere. You know, I've got like my Betty Luminizer, which I might pull out for summer. And then I've got, you know, like other palettes back here. I think these are my Charlotte Ronson palettes. And then lip stuff. So this is like all NARS lip glosses and Juicy Tubes. And then back here, it's like shade sticks and like random mascaras that I'm not quite wearing right now. This little area is like mostly bronzers, but also includes, sorry, probably shouldn't have rotated that. So this is mostly bronzers, and then I've got like other random stuff like Laura Geller stuff and like, you know, Benefit Dandelion. This used to be like my Lancome powder, and I've got like a tinted moisturizer back there. And then down here, I keep all of my paint pots. So here I have them organized in what's basically like a cutlery thing from IKEA. And so I've got like all my MAC paint pots, but also like, you know, my, my color tattoos as well. So they just fit really well in here. And so it just makes it easy to be like, oh, I need this one specific color. Let me go digging for it. So I keep like my MAC paint pots, the color tattoos, and then even like, I think I've got some Shiseido ones here. Like that's a Shiseido one. And I've got some Makeup Forever pots as well. And then I've got like random eyeshadows. Like those are Lorac eyeshadows. I've got some Clinique eyeshadows that I've decided to keep. I got rid of most of mine. And then these are just like random Smashbox like trio eyeshadow palettes. So that's the stuff outside of my bathroom. So now I'm going to take you into my bathroom. And this is my little area. So it's like my sink area, all that jazz. So this I actually got, this little, you know, tower thing I got from IKEA, and it keeps like all of my stuff organized really nicely. So that's all like my face stuff, like, you know, face soap. I keep like my Fix Plus here, like my go-to foundations. And then over here, I bought this little tray thing, again, from the Container Store. I love that place. Just to kind of show off the stuff that I recently got so that I remember to use it and test it and basically decide, am I going to keep this? Do I give this away? Do I swap it? All that jazz. And then I've got this drawer right here where I kind of like organize stuff that I reach for a lot. So I've got like all of my nice lipsticks here. So like my Chanel's and my YSLs. I like to keep them here so that I remember to use them. This is like all mascaras. This is a bunch of face and eyebrow stuff. So I've got like my Browsings, but also like my MAC concealers and like, you know, other random concealers I reach for sometimes. This is all eyeliners, and then like a highlighter and like another little palette that I like to keep handy. And then this is like all primers and then random like Benefit stuff. And then in this drawer, I used to have all my lipsticks in here, but now I kind of just keep random stragglers in here. So, you know, anything that's like Clinique or Revlon is over here basically. And then I have all my lip liners in this little drawer. So that basically is like any stuff that I don't necessarily need right away. So like all of my little Benefit doodads are in here as well. And then up here, I've got, you know, these little tower drawers again that I had on my bookcase. And, here, get rid of my glasses here. I have another pair that I wear around the house. Anyway, so then I have all of my blushes in these drawers. So I've got like all my little Tarte blushes. I have some Urban Decay blushes as well. So I like to keep my Tarte blushes at the top so that I remember that I have them, because I'll always reach for MAC basically. And then I've got all my little, I've got NARS and the balm basically like in this area, again, so that I remember to use them. And then I have like random MAC blushes. Usually I keep them in the same drawer if they came out in the same collection, just so that I can find them easily. And then, you know, this is like, you know, my Mary Luminizer. I've got some like Smashbox stuff back there. These are all MAC blushes here, but then I've got like a Cargo blush and then another, the Balm blush. I keep my little eyeshadow insurance there because it's easier to grab it when I need it. I don't do my eyeshadow every day, but I like to have it handy. And then I've got more NARS blushes, an Illamasqua blush, and then like more MAC blushes, some limited edition stuff there. You know, more NARS and MAC blushes. And then as we get lower, I go into MSFs. And then this is my little Urban Decay Baked like bronzer powder. And I've got an Illamasqua like cream blusher down there. And then as we keep going down, I've got, you know, the MSFs that I reach for mostly on a daily basis, I keep on the top and closest to the front. So then, you know, you'll see like Petticoat, or sorry, Refined is like one of the first ones because I use it a lot, and Shell Pearl I use a lot as well. So they're there. And then down here I've got like random stuff that just didn't fit in other places. So I've got like Smashbox blushes and like Wonder Woman stuff and Stila stuff and then Illamasqua. Kind of random drawer, but yeah, it works. And then I've got this little white thing where I stash away my everyday stuff. So like my BB cream, my everyday MSF, my everyday concealer, my everyday mascara, which is this right here, Super Thick Lash. It's my favorite mascara ever. You know, my little concealer palette, my, you know, eyebrow fill-in. And then there's this concealer that I like to mix with my foundation here to make it a little more, have more coverage basically. So that's that. And then over here, I've got all of my brushes that I use on a daily basis. I like to use them and then spray them down with an antibacterial daily like spray so that they stay cleaner, but then I will wash them like every 2, maybe 3 weeks, depending on how busy I am. And then I'll either put them back in here, or I'll put them in the brush roll and then kind of rotate them out as I need them. So I just kind of keep them in this little like, you know, container store like cup holder thing. So yeah, and I have my little owl dude here and like an owl bracelet. I'm a big owl fan. And I think that's everything. So I showed you, you know, like up here I've got like my little collection of like stuff like eyeliners I use all the time, like my tweezers, my Urban Decay all-nighter spray, you know, like if I just need a random highlighter to grab really quick, you know. And I've got like my liquid eyeliners up here as well. So those are all liquid eyeliners there. I don't like digging for those, but I use them all the time, so I like to keep them handy. And then these are just like face brushes that I use a lot. I just keep them out and they all stand up by themselves, so it's pretty handy. So I think that's everything, guys. You know, this is the stuff that I'm currently testing out. And so, you know, this is probably stuff I'll end up reviewing pretty soon. So, like, you know, I've even got the Revlon Flushed Cream Blush that I'm working on. And I've got some more, like, NYX stuff. This is all NYX, including that and that I'm testing out and I want to talk about. I just got, like, a Chanel blush, lipstick that I want to talk about. So, yeah, I keep it all handy so that I can review it for you guys or let you know about it or find a new use for it or what have you. So hopefully you enjoyed this and it wasn't too shaky, and I'm sorry my fingers kept getting in there. It's really hard to hold an iPhone without, you know, getting your fingers in front of the lens. But if you guys have any questions, let me know, and if you saw something in here that you want me to like expand on, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments. Thanks, guys.